This is topic for today is we're keeping everything binary, 0 and 1. So this training, it's for you guys out there, is understanding the feminine mindset, divine feminine. So women, they practice compartmentalization. So they believe in the law of attraction, manifestation. So in their mind, if your girlfriend's ignoring you the whole day, she's celebrating her birthday, in that day and time, she compartmentalized. She entered this valence of personality in which you do not exist in that world because she's out. And this is how women are able to cheat. They compartmentalize. Strippers do it, prostitutes do it, professionals do it, actors do it. So it's the same mindset that they would leave, if they have a two-car garage, they would leave the other, instead of putting two cars, they would leave two cars open instead of using the garage for storage. So they're not thinking logically or rationally of what's in the physical. They're thinking about intentions and postures, right? Postulates. So the female would get a king size bed and imagine that their partner is sleeping with them in that bed more so than sleeping across, right? Because they're compartmentalizing. It's for them, it's real, and the law of intention is real for them. So that's how and why they practice that. So if they have a boyfriend and they see you and they say they don't have a boyfriend, at that moment in time they do not have a boyfriend because they're out with you in the club or with you in church. They're denying reality and they're rationalizing. So women make perfect liars, but they're not lying in their mind. They're living a different reality. So this is the law of quantum energy, quantum physics, is that in that point in time, they honestly forgot about everything and they're just focused on you. All their time and attention is focused on you. So you might have connected well with this woman, and so did she with 100 other men. But at that moment in time, she forgot the 100 men and only remembered you. So that's why she's able to pass by her lies. That's how you get inconsistencies, right? That's how, and then if you go up to the woman and confront her, oh, you went out with another man, I saw you, what's up, dark eye? She's gonna deny it and say, no, I didn't. And then you become the bad guy. In her mind, she caused you the damage, you held it back, you think you're catching her in her lies, and then you confront her, she denies it. In her mind, at that moment in time you confronted her, she forgot all access to all her memories, and she did not remember that she went out with a guy. That's her 100% reality. If you were going to put her in a lie detector test, even though there's cameras recording her going out with a different man for dinner, the next day she forgets it. She compartmentalizes and she has no recall of that memory, right? So this is the beast you're dealing with. We have the AK-47s, Anthony Perlas here, Dragon King, Slayer in Los Angeles. I am the Approach King in Los Angeles, teaching you Chinese men out there how to become more confident and navigate the LA waters, right? So they have the freaking nukes. You have just the assault rifles, the AK-47, right? So a woman never argue with a woman because it's a different reality and order and ethics she operates in, and you will lose 100% of the time. You pull up your AK-47, oh, your country is already nuked. You're gone. She killed all your friends, your business, everything is gone. So in a sense, she's the best liar, but she's telling it in honesty, 100% honesty. So that's who you're dealing with, right? So all you need to do is agree with her terms and get the fuck out of there. While you can, right? You don't want to be in the spider's brood, right? And she will be there to destroy you without any remorse. And she will take everything, right? What's up, Tiago? What's up, Tiago Santiago? What's up, Cleon Travis David? What's up? Welcome, guys. Thank you, chat. Yeah, so, um, you know, that's what you're dealing with women, right? And once you understand the laws of the divine nature, the divine feminine, it's time to you to keep order, right? So chances are that criminals are easy. I would rather have a criminal than a non-criminal. Because criminals, remember, are so honest that they see themselves as a danger in society. It actually powers down their life force, their theta, because they become a threat to society. So if this woman keeps lying and cheating, eventually she'll lose friends. She gets caught with her lies. In her mind, she's like, what the fuck? I'm not a liar. I never did any of that things. I never cheated on you. In her mind, right? But so, and that's when she's operating, right? So you never confront her. Always give her good memories, because like, you gotta look at your assets, you gotta look at who you are, how much money you're making, your height, a perfect guy, 6'4", blonde hair, blue eyes, six-pack, mansion, Lamborghini, millionaire, billionaire. Do you fit that criteria? If you don't, if you're in the presence of a very beautiful woman, take it for granted. This is the gift from the goddess, right? You're only there to kind of improve her and serve her, and this is going to help you game other goddesses. It's going to help you game other high value women, because if you're a part of one hot girls network, she has all these rich fries, all friends with these rich guys, all friends with these very hot girl, high value female. And focus all your attention and time on gaming 10s and 9s, so that you understand how their mindset and network works. And because you could also spend it with an ugly fat short girl and not be happy sexually as well. So I've tried it. I've dated mids and lows, and I could not get it hard or come. I'm like, it's better to just look at porn. It's kind of sad, right? Once your standards are high, you're like, shit, I can't get off. So why bother dating them if you can't get off to them, right? Like, why do you need to date this woman? You can just be friends with a guy, go to the gym, play tennis, watch some movies, play video games. Like, have some fucking guy talk, right? Like, you're not going to be able to hang out with girls and have fun with them. You gotta fucking sex them up, dude. Stick your dick inside her pussy. That's the only function of a girl. And if she doesn't get you off, why the fuck are you hanging out with her? You need to fucking create these YouTubes, TikToks. Create, dude. You got the penis. You gotta create. Make life. Create these YouTube. Make 64 posts of content a day, right? You should not be spending it with a woman, right? The only reason you're spending time with a woman is to analyze, to research, and develop. R&D. Getting analytics, studying her, how she reacts, her facial reactions. And you want to be able to socially engineer yourself into her life, right? You're so gay, Lionel Pantea. No, I'm not gay. I love women, and yeah. But these are the methods of irrational behavior. It's like, you go into someone's live, you waste time typing out that you're gay. How does that help? I'm here delivering a technology for you guys to benefit from, and you just come out and just type you are gay. Like, okay, cool, good for you, power to you. Does it make you feel better, or does it remind you how much of a loser you are? Like, make use of your time. Don't waste time on low value males, low value females who provide no value to society. And that's, this guy is an example here, this Ionel Pantea. No life. When you go with these low value females, they might also speak gibberish and trash, that you miss out on the whole situation. You miss out on the whole dynamic of life, right? So, again, to recap, a woman is living a different reality than you are. She always has, she always will, and her intuition is figuring out the rest later and committing now. And yeah, she is chaotic. She is a storm. She is chaos. As a man, you are stable. You are linear. And that's a value you provide her. You give her stability, emotions, financially. In exchange, she gives you sexual favors. And she also gives you nurture, right? So she's supposed to stroke your ego like she's stroking your cock. And that's the exchange. There's nothing else outside of that. She is not your best friend. Don't treat her like your best friend. Don't treat her like your business partner. However you treat your guy friends, however you treat other girls you're not having sex with, that's not how you treat your girl. You treat your girl sexually, always be playful like Adam and Eve, always make innuendos and jokes, always put her on her feet so that her time and presence with you, she's enjoying it. You're taking her away from her reality and giving her a different reality. A reality that's not normal, that she cannot have access to. Because if she can go out on her own doing that without you, why would she spend it with you? She's looking for something different. She's looking for something magical. And that's why girls love me. You know, I'm Roman Catholic. I love the church. I'm knowledgeable in sorcery and magic, white magic, black magic, tarot, crystals, intuition. I'm knowledgeable in Scientology, the science, the spirit, holistic, detoxing. I'm knowledgeable in nutrition and physique. So these values people have to pay for to get info, so they get it for free. I'm also knowledgeable in technology, tech, wizardry, so that's women that the guys they hang out with, they don't have access to those guys. They don't have that. What's the value exchange? So the woman hangs out with me, they get money, they get access to my network, they have all these benefits from me, and that's why they're with me. It's not about like anything else other than that. Like, you gotta make up, you gotta compensate of whatever you're lacking. So like, if you're not 6'4", blonde hair, blue eyes, six pack, super hot V-taper, a Lamborghini, a mansion, if you're not that guy, don't listen to the dating books and say, hey dude, like, women don't care about, like, women do care about that. They care about the size of your dick, they care about testosterone, they care about cocaine, they care about the car you drive. You're taking out all the hot girls if you are to say love me for love. Evolutionary speaking, that is not true. I'm sorry guys, that is not the reality. Women can say that, people can write these books, and just like these libtards kind of demand equality. That's just that, they're demanding that this is this, I identify as XYZ. But let's be fucking real, dude. Like, we're playing this fantasy and everyone is playing this game and you're subscribing to their game. You don't have to play in anyone's game. You fucking play your game. You get the fuck out of there and be the approach king. Be like water. Be like fucking water, dude. Like, be formless. Be adaptable. This is the Jeet Kundu of dating, guys. So, right. First thing you need to do, if you're low in confidence, easy, build your fucking confidence. But don't spend too much time in the gym, buying clothes, getting ready. Just fucking go out to fail. Fail for a year if you have to. I had failed for 5 years before I became good at approaching, right? So, so it's not about instant results. It's about progressive results over time. Improve 1% for 1 year. In 5 years, you'll improve 5%. That 5% might increase your approachness from 46 interest level to 51%. All you have to do for her to go out with you is her interest level has to be above 51%. And that's it. And you're showing her the triangle, right? Control, challenge, right? You're showing her challenge, and you're showing her that you are not an easy catch. She has to work for you. You gotta keep her on your toes. You are not easy. And you want to show self-control. Don't over text, don't over call, don't be too needy, right? And that's when you gauge it. Every time you go out with a girl, you ask her number. She's curious, the mystery. Like I said, give challenge. Don't give out info. She asks you for a question, answer it in a different way. Don't tell her about anything. Don't give her data. Let her be the FBI agent researching on you. Like, that's how much you need to spark her curiosity. And this is all a game. Make it a challenge. Like in the Navy, you're fucking working for 18,000, a year, and you're putting all this work. You're risking death for a paycheck increase of fucking $200, right? You move up from ranks from E1 to E2 to E3 to E4 to E9, and you're working for bullshit. Look at even in Dota, like in video games, you're ranking up to immortals. You're playing League of Legends, like these video games, right? You're playing Call of Duty. You're ranking up, blood, sweat, and tears, slaving yourself 100 hours a week on a fucking video game to get a virtual reward. And yeah, that's why it's called gaming. You game the fucking girl. Let her win some dopamine. Give her intermittent rewards, and then she will be yours. So, she will earn you in that sense, right? Make her work for it. Not like slave work, like I'm saying. The rate of exchange for a woman is, valuable in that sense, right? So typically we keep it 10 hours before sex. But what is, I don't support prostitution paying for sex. But a high-end escort, $2,000 to $3,000 an hour, right? If you've spent $3,000 in value to your girl, credit cards, cash, time, and in 10 hours you're not having sex with her, she's taking your value. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just not an equal exchange. So you need to dump that hoe. She's a gold digger, and she's not wanting to have kids or have sex with you or a relationship. She's getting free dinners for what? What is she giving you? You need a therapist? Okay, cool. Dinner is cheaper than therapy. Therapy is like $300 an hour, right? Well, therapy personally is a scam. Scientology, you're not allowed to talk to any therapist. You're not allowed to take any medications. It's a scam, because it's only gonna suppress you from your true knowledge. But let's say even $300 an hour. Like, okay, cool. You buy dinner, spend $300. You talk to her for an hour. Okay, cool. But at least treat her like a therapist. Make her listen to you. Like, she should not be doing any of the talking if, you spent $300 for dinner. And this is the value you're spending. So even if you spend $300, really you're spending $150 because, yeah. So then, 30 minutes should be therapy, and the other 30 minutes, it's her, right? So find value, know your worth, know what you're worth, know what the rates are in Los Angeles, and that's how you treat the women. Like I said, she is not your best friend. Always be sexual, escalate, make jokes. She is your Eve, your Adam. You are in the garden playing, just having fun. Don't take, why so serious? Don't be fucking serious. All right, we'll go with seminar 14D in a bit.